Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel, Boomy Reactions. For those of you who are new, I am Boomy. Hello and thank you for watching. And for everyone else, welcome back my lovelies. Now today, you guessed it, I have another Cowboy Kent Rollins video because I love watching these videos of Kent. The food he makes is just mouth-wateringly lovely. I can't get enough of these videos. I'm making my way through his catalogue. So this video today, guys, Kent's going to be making us a meatloaf, but not only that, it's going to be a smoked meatloaf. Now, I've never tried meatloaf, so not a proper one anyway. I've had a little fumble around with some recipes. I don't really think I'm getting the gist of it, so I haven't tried an authentic meatloaf. But then you smoke it, like, can it get any better? And then you smoke it. Oh my gosh. Oh, so I'm excited for this. And what is this comment afterwards? So he's got so much cheesy goodness, so much flavor and cheesy goodness in a meatloaf. Do you normally put cheese in a meatloaf? Is that a thing? I mean, I love cheese, you know. I'd definitely try it. So let's give this video a watch, guys. And as ever, if you're enjoying these reactions, please like and subscribe to the channel. Thank you so much.
There's good meatloaf, there's bad meatloaf, and there's really dry meatloaf, but not this time, folks. When you stuff this hamburger and sausage meatloaf with cream cheese and 2 different kinds of cheese and a chipotle glaze that goes on top, and one of the greatest things is you can have meatloaf sandwiches all week long.
This seems like madness. It looks like a roulade, like a Swiss roll, but it's meat and it's cheese. Oh my gosh, I have never ever seen this. It can only be great, can't it?
Well, when we talk meatloaf, everybody's thinking ground beef. But folks, if you want to get more flavor than that, we're going to add 2 pounds of ground beef. Sure we are. But we're going to add 2 pounds of pork sausage too.
Ooh.
We need to go ahead and get that incorporated together. There's actually 4 pounds of meat here. So we're not just going to season once. We're going to go ahead and give it a pretty good dash of our original. And we're going to let it sit here a minute and let all them flavors sort of blend together before we rush it, because you can't rush a good meatloaf. I was at a horse race one time, and there was a horse there. His name was Meatloaf.
Really?
Yes. Somebody should have rushed him because he come in last, and I put $2 on him. So
That's it. I don't know how I feel about a horse being called Meatloaf. Is it saying he doesn't normally win many races, so maybe he's just good for meatloaf? I hope not. He's a horse. Why would you call him Meatloaf? Maybe it's after the singer.
if you go to a horse race and you see one in there named Meatloaf, be careful, folks.
I mean, I think it was your first clue. His name was Meatloaf.
Yeah.
Not like Fast Runner.
Yeah, or Seabiscuit. Uh-oh. Have culinary
thinking
here
of the
cleaning up
singer.
scraps.
Oh.
We'll give this another shaking of our original. We're going to let that cover and set for probably about 5 or 10 minutes. And we'll go check on the fire because we need to get it started in the smoker. Most people, when they have all these veggies that's going in there, which is the onions, the jalapenos, and the bell peppers, they might just mix them right in the meat. But sometimes, to me, stuff ends up a little crunchy in there. I like to give it some flavor, so we got a whole stick of butter in here.
A whole stick
We're going to
of
soften
butter.
everything up.
Yes.
We diced up 2 red bell peppers, 2 yellow bell peppers, 1 really large onion, and 3 jalapenos with the stem and the seeds out. So we're just going to brown this up a little. Things is a little unlevel in camp, so we're going to rotate that around here. But we'll get...
I'm glad Kent said that because I think I'm a little bit inclined to agree. I don't think I'd want the crunch of that many vegetables in a meatloaf, because I imagine there's quite a contrast of textures going in there. So maybe just to soften them ever so slightly to fry them off. Yeah, I like at this point as well, because I think I didn't see Ken adding any salt or anything to this. Is it not needed? I don't know, guys. Let me know. I would be inclined to add a little bit.
It's one of them jobs you better roll your sleeves up, because you never know what might be fitting to happen. We're gonna, I think that's cool enough that we can get it over here. Go to sprinkling it around the top.
So he hasn't overly cooked these.
I'm gonna go ahead and mix this a little with this spoon. if I can keep it all in the bowl. But really the spoon ain't happening, so we're just gonna do what you should have done in the first place before I thought of the spoon. And you can see there is a lot of moisture in there.
with the hands.
I can remember Grandma and my mother making meatloaf long ago when I was little and watching them. You know, today we're gonna use breadcrumbs, but I've seen them use Ritz crackers, cracker crumbs, old biscuits, whatever they could get to sort of get that as a binding agent. We're gonna save a little, I'd say probably, that's probably pretty close to a half that we're gonna reserve because we need it for glazing. But also to that, 3 eggs. Cackleberries, run to the neighbors if you ain't got no chickens.
Cackleberries.
Tell them you need to borrow some of them. See if we can get this to going again. Sadie, have you ever had meatloaf? I know how long it's been since we had meatloaf. You've been with us about 3 years and you ain't never got to eat no meatloaf, have you?
Oh, no.
Got a messy area here.
I'm finna clean it up here. That's why I've been known to cook outside, because I tend to make a little mess at times. I can do this here, but you better not do it in the kitchen floor.
Oh,
you
no.
will get in trouble if you get caught.
Your bowl is getting a little full.
Yeah, it is. We should put some sideboards on it, I think. I'll tell you what, just for y'all, I'm gonna measure it.
Oh, wow.
You know, I think it's gonna be like 3 or 4 cups, but we'll see. There's one. We're gonna start with 2 anyway.
So I know Ken is using, I think in one of his other recipes, when it called for breadcrumbs, he was using the dried breadcrumbs. Can you use fresh? Quite often, if I've got like a loaf of bread in the cupboard that's, you know, getting very close to its expiry date, you know, it's just great to blitz up a piece of bread and then just whack it in whatever recipe you've got that needs it. So is this interchangeable? Can you use fresh breadcrumbs? They would be my preference. Or is this, no, you do need the dried. Let me know.
Right. And once again, we're gonna have to get in it here in a minute, I know.
This bowl is getting very full.
But a lot of times when I first started making meatloaf, I wouldn't get enough binding agent to them and they never would set up. They'd fall apart when you try to cut them.
Oh no!
And we're gonna give it a little shake more, Shin. And I'm gonna get my hands in it.
I want one of Ken's aprons. Not one that he's actually worn. That'd be weird. I want that apron. It's so cute.
You know, the consistency I'm looking for is if you put this together, make it into a little roll here. Does it crack open?
Yeah, no cracks.
Does it stay together? I would say so. That's about what we're after. As rare to form there as it might not be, there was no wind a while ago, but now you can see if you break out any kind of aluminum foil, plastic wrap, wax paper, anything like that, it's gonna happen. Let's dump it out of the bowl, if it'll dump. And it did. That is 4 pounds of meat plus a whole lot of vegetables. So,
A lot of meat.
I'll tell you what I'm gonna do, make it a little easier for me, Shin, is we're gonna try to get this.
One big loaf?
One big loaf.
Oh, wow.
I hope. If we had hamburger buns big enough, we'd just cook it like this. We're going to try to get these corners to where they are pretty close to the same. I'd say we're going to quit right there. That's a 1/2 inch thick. I would say a large oval. If you want to square it up, you sure can. Put it over here, make it a rectangle, whatever you want. But we're going to start right here in the dead center of the middle, and we're going to add cheese.
But yeah, the neurodivergent part of my brain would have to square that off.
All the way across. I'd like to have a little cream cheese to go with my meatloaf. So we're going to see. This has been out there in the sunshine warming, so we're just going to try to pinch some off here to where we can get it spread out here in a minute. Get your knife, see if you can just spread it around on that cheese. Does this meet your approval, Mage?
Lou's working on something down there.
What you got, Lou?
She found a paper towel.
Oh.
Then we're going to go back with mozzarella. Go right on top.
Oh, okay.
Okay, hang on. I just have a question. Usually, like if you were doing a pumpkin roll or something, you know, the insides would be spread all around it. So that's when you roll it up, it's all, that's just gonna be, is that what you're wanting? I just want to make sure before we go further.
Excellent
No,
question.
I want it all over. Shan had a good point there, she did. We want this to be all over this. Everybody's going to have cheese. Everybody's going to get some cream cheese.
Shannon doesn't miss a trick, does she? Yeah, I was kind of just loosely wondering that, thinking, oh, okay, so is there going to be part of this kind of meat roulade type thing that isn't going to get an awful lot of the filling? I love Ken.
So we went back and divided that cheese up all over this. So when you roll it, we're going to get it, added the rest of the cream cheese, which makes a block. So let's see if we can get it rolled up.
Oh,
So
that's
wax
a
paper,
monster.
let's get them
Look how
ends
big it
pushed up
is.
so it's pretty uniform. That way everything's going to try to cook the same.
That went smoother than I thought.
We're going to cut her right down the middle. And we got two halves.
Ooh, that does look good.
And now you got what you call pumpkin roll meatloaf for Christmas. Now you could try to put this right on the smoker just like it is, but folks, to me it cooks a little too fast and it tries to burn the bottom eventually. So let me show you what we've rigged up here. We have a cast iron skillet and a grate that come out of old Bertha. I'm gonna give it just a little greasing. Now, just like nitroglycerin, we're gonna try to handle it with care. And we're gonna put one of them right here. Hey, we're going to the smoker. We've been on, let me see here, 1 hour and 6 minutes. So let's break out the chef's temp. I hope we're at about 110 long in there because we're about halfway through cooking. So we're pretty close in an hour. I just like to give it a little basting, I do. And don't you love my pretty little brush here? So we're running about 325 degrees. That's where I want to be. We're going to go about another 45 minutes to an hour. We want to end up at an internal temp of 165 degrees. It did. Oh my gosh. And it is my favorite meat. But I got two pups out here. The meat's a little spicy. Let's have some mashed potatoes. There's one. Mage, I want to thank you for garden camp. You're taking the Big's place. Good job, buddy. Whew. Another big shout out and a thank you to Chef's Temp. Hey, y'all be sure and take advantage of that discount code down there. And it's never too early to start shopping for Christmas, and you can see Santa Claus bringing them. He'll just have a whole bunch of them. But we thank y'all a whole lot from the bottom of our hearts for tuning in. We appreciate it. We never take it for granted, but it is with pride, privilege, and honor that I tip my hat to all our servicemen and women and all the veterans that have kept that old flag of flying over camp. Get on in.
I have never thought of that, you know. I like what I think might be a meatloaf that I've managed to get recipes for anyway. I like that. I love cheese. So why wouldn't they go hand in hand? But cream cheese, that is an unusual one. Mozzarella, yes. And then was it like American cheese slices Kent was using? Yes, definitely. Oh, but Shannon said it was all about the cream cheese and the chipotle. Okay. I feel very inspired. I feel I want to give this a go, this recipe. I'm not sure if my little smoker outside will handle it. It's not very big. I don't think the smokers that we get over here, I mean, they've only just recently become a bit of a thing. They tend to be more on the expensive side. We've got a Ninja smoker, but it kind of doubles up as a pizza oven as well. The pizza oven's amazing. But yeah, the smoker's okay. So I wonder if I could do this on that. Ooh. I feel very inspired. I'm very hungry. Like, that's actually making my mouth water. Oh my gosh, and the glaze. Oh, I'm gonna have to go away and try this, guys. So thank you for watching this video with me, everyone, and I'll catch you in the next video.